Hi, this is Josh.
And Jenna.
With ResortTV1, and today we are doing our Disney tag video.
Yay!
And we were tagged by the Viapre Project, as well as Rachel Murillo, who is Disney Princess Couture. So be sure that you check out their channels. They've got great channels also.
Yeah.
So let's get right into it. We're kind of excited.
We're super excited. Yeah.
And we're here at Hollywood Studios waiting for our live stream, so we thought it'd be a great time to do the Disney tag.
Yeah, we're at Disney. What, you know.
Do the Disney tag at
There's
Disney.
no better place.
Yeah, it's a thing.
That's right.
All right, so the first one is first time at Disney World. Jenna, do you remember?
Ah, yes, and we've actually talked about this on the stream. I was 4 and Josh was 5, so yeah.
Yeah, and it was 1984. 1984. And by the way, sorry if there's wind noise. It is a windy day. And yeah, so we're still working on getting the cover for the camera, but hopefully you can hear us.
Yes, we hope so.
So that was our first time, 1984.
Yeah.
The next question is favorite park. Jenna?
Favorite park is Magic Kingdom.
Mine is Magic Kingdom also, but it used to be Epcot when they had Horizons, World of Motion, Original Imagination. Yes. So when they changed that and when we moved down here, I think both of us kind of decided that, you know, Magic is the original where it's at.
Most magic.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, and by the way, don't want to be confusing. Obviously, Disneyland's the original park, but at Walt Disney World, Magic Kingdom is the first and original. So anyway, so Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Number 3 is favorite land in the Magic Kingdom.
Ooh, okay, that's a hard one. I would say probably Tomorrowland, just because, I don't know, it's very futuristic and I love the lights at night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've got to say Tomorrowland too, and you know, we'll talk about our favorite attractions later, but everybody knows what my favorite attraction is. So, but yeah, Tomorrowland for sure, and even as a kid, it just captivated my imagination to see the lights and just the neon putting you in the future that never was. So,
exactly.
Definitely Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
What is the first Disney movie you saw in theaters? That's a tough one.
I actually remember this.
Okay,
Mom and Dad and I were talking about this.
I'm glad you're here because I don't know.
Yes. Well, for me, I'm assuming it's your first one too, because you know we're only like a year and a half apart. But Peter Pan.
Peter Pan was our first movie in the theaters. I don't remember that.
See, I don't remember, but Mom and I were talking about it, and she said I was only 3, so you must have been 4 and a half, 5, maybe. Okay. I don't know. And I was young enough where I didn't want to sit still, so I kept having to go to the bathroom. And you were sitting in the theater by yourself, and Mom said you did an awesome job.
Oh wow, I did an awesome job, guys. Well, I'll tell you what. I always think about Peter Pan as one of my favorite movies, and the reason is because of the story being so magical. Sorry about the wind noise again. The story being so magical, but also the music. Yes. There's a lot of really cool vocal harmony in that song, and it's kind of old school, kind of you know, in that time period when the movie was made. But I think they brought it back out in the theaters because, of course, we weren't alive when it first came out. No, right. But I think they brought it back to theaters at some point when we were little.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Peter Pan is the answer, and I'm glad Jenna was here to tell us that.
Yeah.
So I would probably say, oh, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Okay, so the next one is, what type of Disney item do you collect the most? Jenna, this is not a hard one for you.
It would have to be ears and definitely, you know, their graphic tees. So.
Yeah. For me, it's t-shirts. You know, I got Friday Night Live on right now, so.
Yeah. Oh, and mugs.
Mugs are good
Disney
too.
Mugs.
Yeah. So t-shirts for me. I've got every time there's a big event, Epcot 35, Epcot 30, Epcot 25. I've got all those. Yep. I love Epcot t-shirts. And by the way, if you want to get the one of those Resort TV1 shirts, a little plug, guys.
This one right here.
That
Friday
one.
Night Live.
That guy. You can go to shop.spreadshirt.com/ResortTV1. Check that out. You can get all kinds of shirts, and we are gonna add some shirts in the future. So yeah.
Can't wait.
So anyway, let's go to the next question. Let's see. Which Disney voice character would you like to meet? Voice character. That's interesting. Okay.
I would probably say Tim Allen. You know, he did Toy Story, Buzz Lightyear, so, and I'm a huge Tim Allen fan, so that would be mine.
I have to think about that a little bit. Which voice character? You know, I wouldn't be able to do this, but I think, you know, I'd love to meet some of the original voices of Mickey. I know Walt did the voice at first, but then there were others that followed him, you know, along. So, and I think in Steamboat Willie, Walt did it. Now somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think I'd like to meet the original voices of Mickey Mouse and maybe even Donald Duck.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'd be cool. And like I said, a lot of those guys are unfortunately passed away, but that would be really cool to meet them.
Yeah.
Okay. Most underrated Disney movie. Oh, I got a good one for this one.
All right, go first then.
Okay. So, my and maybe somebody said this isn't underrated. I think it's underrated. My most underrated Disney movie is Meet the Robinsons.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's so positive, so upbeat, and I'm a big futuristic technology dork anyway, so to me that movie really has a lot of hope to it.
And
I think the music is wonderful. So, and I don't think it ever was like a smash hit like a Frozen or Zootopia or Inside Out. It wasn't that big.
No.
It was you know, it was well received.
Yeah.
But it never just got that huge, and I think that it is underrated.
Yeah,
so for me, Meet the Robinsons.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Josh, but I also have another one, Wall-E.
Oh,
I love Wall-E, love the message that it gives, you know, about saving our planet, and I just love Wall-E. He's cute.
Wall-E.
Yeah.
Wasn't too bad.
So cute.
So I like Wall-E because I think it's one of those things, the movies that you have to almost watch on a Blu-ray in like high def or whatever because it's so beautiful.
It is.
And there's parts where they're floating in space and it's just like, this is relaxing. So Wall-E, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay, favorite Disney hotel, number 8. Go ahead.
Polynesian.
Polynesian.
Yeah. That was our first hotel we ever stayed in as kids.
First on-property hotel.
Yes.
We used to stay off-property, and that, you know, the deal was when the hotels were more expensive and they only had the deluxe, it was either we stayed off-property or we didn't go. So I was like, okay, I don't care, it's just a bed, we're just gonna stay, we gotta go to Disney.
Yeah.
But when we went to the Polynesian, the first time Mom and Dad took us there, if you remember this or not, we stopped at a rest stop, and they were like, guys, we got a big surprise for you, we're gonna stay at the Polynesian. We were like, what now?
What's the Polynesian?
And I think Mom and Dad were disappointed because they knew what it was and they were super excited, but they, you know, we didn't know. We were like, okay, great. When are we going to ride rides?
Yeah, are we going to Magic Kingdom?
So, but when we got there, we understood. Oh my gosh, the monorail comes to our hotel.
Right?
Okay, yeah, this is pretty cool.
This is awesome. Yeah.
So Polynesian.
Definitely.
Number 9. Number 9. Favorite ride.
Ooh, all right. So I break it down in parts.
Break it down.
Break it down. So at Magic Kingdom, it's Pirates and Haunted.
Okay.
For you?
For me, it's going to be Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover.
Okay.
But I'd have to, you know, obviously put Pirates and Haunted in my top 3.
Yes.
If I would ride 3 rides, especially when we moved down here, my wife Steph used to laugh because she's like, oh, we can't leave the park, you haven't ridden your 3 rides yet. You know, so those are the top 3, and then the other parks probably, you know, Soarin' and Flight of Passage.
Yes, so. I agree. Yep, I was gonna say that.
All right, sorry, I stole it.
No, that's fine.
All right, least favorite ride. Go ahead.
Goodness, I can't think of one right off. If you have one, go.
Okay, and again, sorry about the wind. We're doing the best we can with it. We're gonna get something to cover it up soon, but we're busy. We've been busy, but we wanted to do the tag. So, least favorite ride for me, I'm gonna have to say the new version of Imagination, probably. And that was I will have to say least favorite ride of all time is Journey into Your Imagination when they did not have Figment.
Yes.
That was one where we were all like, Imagination was the coolest ride. The original Journey into Your Imagination, or Journey into Imagination with Dreamfinder and Figment. Amazing ride, one of the best ever made. So like, it really made your imagination run wild.
It did.
And then when we rode the new one, I think all of us got off and went, oh.
Wait, what happened?
What? And it was weird because, you know, I mean, we were older. I think I was in college in 1999, and it was like, or 98 or whatever, and it was like I'd never not liked a Disney ride.
Yeah.
I know that's a double negative, but I really had always liked Disney rides, and that was disappointing. So for me, my least favorite would be that one, and then currently the current Imagination. Even though Figment is better, it's a shadow of what it used to be, and I think most people agree with that.
No, I totally agree. Yep, I'm 100% with you.
So do you have another one?
I guess Stitch's greatest, you know. Sneak.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cute. But once you do it, it's kind of like, all right, because it's not really a ride per se, I guess.
It's an attraction.
Show, attraction, So that would be mine.
So okay, that's a good one. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's one that I haven't done for a while, and we didn't get to go back on the last day. We were streaming and we couldn't go in. Arjons was saying you couldn't take the camera in there. So anyway, so yeah, I mean, I wasn't like super like, oh my gosh, I have to go ride it. I wasn't really, so yeah.
Not like the Great Movie Ride when we were like, okay, we have to ride this 10 times.
A bunch of times, yeah. A Great Movie Ride, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's probably the ride I miss the most right now.
Yeah, well, besides Horizon.
Yeah, well, I mean, like recently
there
gone, Okay, so favorite show at the parks.
Ooh, favorite show. Now, is that like fireworks? Is that what?
I bet it could be anything. Yeah.
Okay. So it'd probably have to be Happily Ever After.
I'm gonna go with Happily Ever After too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who really love Wishes, and I really love Wishes too. It was my, you know, my first fireworks show that I watched with my wife. We went before we were married. It was amazing. We loved it. She loved it. It's one of her favorites ever. But Happily Ever After is just about perfect. There isn't anything wrong with it.
Yeah,
really.
It has an awesome message. I mean, I do miss Wishes. Don't get me wrong, because I was a huge Wishes fan, but I love Happily Ever After.
Yeah, I mean, it really hits all the right buttons, and you know, a lot of people are like, oh, it's got all the movies and stuff in it. Yeah, but that's what people love about Disney.
Exactly.
So, which just had movies and stuff in it too.
Yes,
so I really like it. I think it's one of the best shows that they've done.
I agree.
New is not always bad. New is sometimes better.
That's true.
Yeah. So anyway, no hate on wishes, just love Happily Ever After.
Yes.
Okay, so favorite attraction that is no longer at the parks. Oh my goodness, 1, 2, 3. Horizons. That is not hard at all.
Nope.
And I know we saw Epcot Bob and Dean do theirs, and they said the exact same thing. Horizons. Oh my goodness.
100%.
And that was always Jenna's favorite ride growing up too.
Oh yeah. It was always my favorite ride. I loved at the end how you could pick which ride you got to go back to. It was
you always wanted to do
Under the Sea.
And I always wanted to do Space.
So we fought.
We had to fight about it a little bit, but heck, I said if we could ride it 20 more times, I'd let her pick every time. I don't care. I just want to ride it again. I don't care. So, but honestly, Horizons was, and I think a lot of people agree with this, was the most technologically advanced ride of its time. It was just breathtaking as a kid to see that.
Oh, it was. It was just like, wow. I don't know.
And this is before things were really on TV or the internet much, so you went into that not knowing what to expect, and you just were like blown away.
Wow, I know. And then you could smell the oranges. Which
oh
even
yeah,
it was awesome.
Even in the queue.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's a no-brainer. Monorail or ferry? That's a hard one.
I'm a monorail girl just because it gets you there quicker usually. But lately they've been having some issues, so I don't know. Might have to go ferry.
Well, I will tell you, before we moved here, I loved the monorail and loved going through Contemporary and everything like that. But when we moved here, I've been more on ferry boat unless I'm in a hurry.
Yeah.
Monorail or the ferry boat is really great. It's relaxing. If you go up to the second floor, the engine noise isn't as loud. You can kind of hear yourself think, and it's a really beautiful way to go into the park.
Yeah.
It's almost like, you know, coming up to the Statue of Liberty, you see the castle for the first time. So, yeah. All right, saddest moment in a Disney film. That's a tough one.
Goodness. Okay, hang on. I gotta think about this a minute.
I know, see, I haven't really seen Old Yeller that much. A lot of people mention that when I saw their Disney tags.
Anytime an animal or a dog, you know, passes away, I lose it. I lose it 100%.
And Lady and the Tramp.
Lady and the Tramp was really sad. Yeah, that was sad. Oh, The Fox and the Hound.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty sad.
I think and also when in Beauty and the Beast, when she thinks the Beast is dead.
That's true. Yeah.
And all these end up happy.
Yeah.
You know, so and some of them didn't. You know, at some point. So. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of sad moments. I think that was the one Beauty and the Beast that really stuck out to me.
I guess I'd say Fox and the Hound. Because I don't know. As a kid, that kind of scarred me.
Yeah, actually, that was kind of bad. I remember that now. So okay, good. Favorite Disney villain? Ooh.
Go first.
I'm actually favorite. Rather than favorite, I'm gonna say most evil.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go with Jafar.
Ooh, that's
because he was like. There wasn't any relenting. He was just, and even if you watch him on Once Upon a Time, he was one of the worst ones too.
It's true.
And if you watch his backstory and stuff, he was this disturbed person. So I think to me, he was the most dangerous villain, and it was cool how they outsmarted him at the end.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, no, just kidding. I'm sure you've seen Aladdin by now. But yeah, it was really cool how they outsmarted him at the end. So anyway, but he was like, there wasn't any way they were going to stop him. He was just going to keep going, and he was just evil. Yeah. So yeah.
I guess I'd have to say for me, because I watched Little Mermaid as a kid, and Ursula was very scary.
She's pretty scary too, yeah. She was a little more conniving until they finally pushed her to the edge.
Yes, that's true.
She was trying to get them, you know, by, you know, kind of manipulating them, and then later on she turned into the gigantic, you know, whatever.
Scary
so.
Not lady, octopus.
Yes, whatever. All right. Favorite Disney princess and prince? Man, that's a tough one.
Well, I got mine.
Okay, go ahead.
It's Belle, Beauty, and the Beast, of course. I always loved Beauty. Just you know, as a kid, I liked Ariel too, so I could say Ariel and Eric. But I like Beauty just because we have the same color hair.
There you go. All right, that works.
And she's awesome.
And you say your prince was the Beast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, to me, actually, I'm gonna go a little bit off color here as far as like, or off the beaten path. You know, my wife's favorite is Belle, and I really like Belle as well. But I think,
that rhyme.
Yeah, I did. Belle as well. But I think mine probably would be from, and I'm drawing a blank on the name right now because I'm on the spot, but from Enchanted, the princess on Enchanted.
Oh yeah.
And what is her name?
Not Ella.
I can't think of her name right now. Put it in the comments. I'm on the spot and I can't think of it.
Giselle.
Giselle. Yes. Okay, there we go. Giselle.
And what was the prince?
It was so, and it was Patrick Dempsey.
Yes.
But to me, that was my favorite princess. As far as Prince.
Yeah, that's an awesome movie.
As far as Prince, I actually would probably say Aladdin. I really like Aladdin. Yeah. He was so, just kind of not your typical,
that's true.
Carbon copy, cut out Prince. So, but I really like Giselle because she was so just happy all the time, no matter what happened to her. Yeah. She was just so happy. So I like her. I think she was non-traditional in that way and was just really.
No, I love that movie.
So yeah,
I love that song. We actually used that song in our wedding.
I've Been Dreaming of True Love's Kiss.
No, the Happily Ever After, Carrie Underwood.
Oh yeah, Happily Ever After.
Yeah. Dale and I were walking out after we got married. So.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yes, you were.
All right. If you could live in any world from a Disney film, which would you choose?
Oh my goodness, that's so hard. Oh goodness.
I've got one.
Okay, go.
So I'm going to steal Epcot Bob and Dean's and say Tomorrowland. But I'm gonna actually get a little more specific with that. I'd actually like to live in the futuristic world from Meet the Robinsons.
Ooh.
I think that's really cool. So that would be, I'd say, that world from Meet the Robinsons.
So is it a cartoon, right? Is that what it said? Or
any Disney film.
Okay, then I'd probably say, what was that one called? Where, I'm drawing a blank. Saving Mr. Banks. The era of Walt Disney. Yeah. Like when he was making the movie, was that the 20s? 30s?
Oh yeah.
Whatever. I would love to go.
And work for Walt.
Yes.
Yes.
Totally.
Speaking of which, excellent segue.
Okay.
If you could say anything to Walt Disney now, what would it be?
My goodness. Oh man, just thank you. We love you.
First of all, thank you, from the bottom of our hearts, because you brought us so much joy and just amazing memories, and you brought so many families together from all over the world. And, it's amazing the dreams that you've created and are still, even though you're not here anymore, are still are creating. So I would say just thank you for not giving up, for not following your dream, for never taking no for an answer, and just for continuing to believe in your own vision.
Yeah, being an inspiration to all of us.
I love watching one of the interviews on him when he talked about how eventually when they'd gotten through Snow White and stuff and there wasn't a sad eye in a sad face in the studio, and he said I got scared. Eventually I thought maybe people were actually starting to think that I was right.
Yeah.
Believe in me a little bit, because everybody doubts you at first.
Right.
I think nobody doubted him after that. So the other thing I would tell him, and this is very important.
Very.
You need to leave, and you should have left instructions, or I will ask you if I could go back in time. Please, you don't know about this yet, but please leave instructions for the ride Horizons to never be replaced. Ever. No matter how much it costs to refurb it or anything, you need to leave instructions and say, I, Walt Disney, hereby declare that Horizon should never be replaced.
Right,
so
like
that's,
Back to the Future when he gets the note.
Yeah, exactly. Back to the Future, and then he has to tape it back together.
Yes.
Absolutely. So, yes, so Walt Disney, just make sure, you write down in the future, when they start trying to put Mission Space somewhere else.
Yes,
and Horizons, update it, refurb it, whatever, but it can't go.
You cannot make it.
That's what I would say to Walt.
I like that.
Besides, thank you.
Yes.
So that's all.
That's it. All right,
that's
we did it.
We're supposed to tag some people, but everybody's pretty much already been tagged.
We could tag like Adam the Woo, but I don't know if he'd do it.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see.
I'm trying to think of who we would tag.
Well, what about?
I don't know about Arjohn's. Has he done it? I think.
Arjohn's, or what about Tosh?
Arjohn's and Tosh. Yes. Okay. We are tagging Tosh, CFL Park Hopper, our friend. So she is going to be joining us on some future live streams, so you get to see her again. But yeah, CFL Park Hopper, Tosh. We will let her know that she's been tagged.
Yeah.
I can't really think of anybody else.
I know, that's what I was trying.
Everybody else, Our Theme Live's done it, Rachel's done it, Magical News Live, Nick has done it, Vipre's done it. So yeah, I can't really think of anybody else that would need to do it.
Right.
I was gonna say our friend James from JPL Studios, but he doesn't really do like vlogs. So
he doesn't,
yeah. So James, if you want to do it, you're more than welcome, but no pressure.
Yeah.
So it's only if you want to.
Yeah. That was
all
fun.
right. So yeah, yay. Well, that's all for our Disney tag, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. We hope you enjoyed the video.
Yes. We enjoyed it.
We enjoyed it. There was a lot of enjoyment. Please remember to leave us a like, comment. I'm sure we messed up on something at some point, so comment and let us know.
It's part of the fun.
Yeah, that's right. We're not perfect, we know that. And again, sorry about the wind noise. It's just a windy day, but we hope you enjoyed. And remember to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Hit the bell, all that good stuff. Also, make sure that you check out our sponsors, MickeyBlog.com and MickeyTravels.com for the best in free vacation planning advice. Also, check out
WindowRepairParts.us. Oh boy, you put me on the spot.
I sure did.
Use the coupon code ResortTV1 for 20% off your purchase.
Yes, I didn't want to take all of them.
That's fine. No, it's good.
All right. So for now, have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Now that you've finished watching this video, be sure that you're subscribed so that you can get all of the latest updates. Also, check out some other great videos on our channel. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Bye-bye.